live. So is the
We're...
cast of characters.
Whoa, crazy. You may look back on your sojourn here. Episode 1 and not episode 2, huh? So then which side is Beatrice and Berncastel? Sometimes she is you and is also your only friend. Understand? No, actually. Otherwise, if I stop thinking, I can die at any time. Sorry, I can revive whenever I want if I start thinking again. Well, fucking boo la dee da, bitch. That seems very easy.
Your little cattail.
Yeah, her little cattail's really cute. She is like, well, like I'm reading this and I'm like reading her description and like I'm like just thinking of how she's like here to hang around and she's bored and she might fuck around a little bit if it's interesting. And I'm like, yeah, she really is cat girl, huh?
I love that they gave her a cat tail, but not cat ears.
Yeah, you know, it's good. This is justice for all the time, so it's like sometimes it's just cat ears and no tail.
Mm-hmm.
The Golden Witch, who has lived for 1,000 years, she has already surpassed the limits of humans, and it is said that she will appear in response to human summons, just as demons do, to lend them her power for a price. Likes black tea and ice cream, hates boredom and those who deny her existence. It's fucking
Me
crazy.
Too,
It's fucking crazy to me that we look at this and like, wow, we finally get introduced to like Beatrice and all this crazy witch bullshit. And the first thing that we see is George Date.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like that if it's like you try to kill her, she's just like, bitch, you thought! Oh, you thought it would be easy! You thought it'd be that easy? Oh, no!
I love that her face changes.
Yeah, she's just like, it goes from being like, hey, what's up? To, bitch! Oh, man. There's a single way to kill me. Gas meth in the palm of your hand. So it's not a mediocre fool like you would ever do it, of course. It's gonna be really exciting to see how they go from their shit to, like sloppy makeout. Sloppy makeouts in front of Kinzo's study.
Speaking of sloppy makeouts, I can't stop thinking about Deadpool and Wolverine as a couple. I can't stop thinking about that car scene where they're just clearly like going at it for like all night.
You know, it's the interplay of sex and violence, you know. Like, they could have been fighting. They could have been fucking. They could have been doing both. They could have, you know, it's all the same, really.
Okay.
Sorry, opening. It's time to get started.
Let's go.
Load.
You almost did it again, didn't you?
You know, yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. Fuck, whatever.
I always love that the transition to opening the game is like the doors are opening.
Yeah. The sound of waves soaked into my ears. No, this is the sound of raging waves. My body, bathed in painfully cold splashes, did not allow me to forget. The memory of the day when my old fate was broken and smashed. In the past, tomorrow has literally been like a mirror to me. Oh yeah, we did finish the George Date. Whoops. Sorry that I decided to be like, yeah, this fucking George Date is my announcement. False advertising. We finished that shit.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have done Yakuza. I'm so sorry.
all I could see in it was the same me that existed today. My tomorrow would never be any different from my today.
Sure.
I gotta parse this. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure I understand what they're trying to say here. Same me that exists. Okay. They're talking about, like, past tomorrow had been literally like a mirror to me. It was my old fate, but at the moment, for the first time, I saw a different fate beyond the mirror. The witch whispered. She tempted me to take a bite of the fruit of knowledge. She tormented me, saying that as long as I stayed in the paradise of God, I would remain furniture. Okay, so is this canon or Shannon?
I think you have to assume it's Shannon if she just went on a date.
Maybe. So I learned of love and chose to become a okay. So it's shit.
I was gonna say, ain't no way Canon said that.
Yeah. Yeah, Canon's like, so, and then if it had been like, and so I learned of hate and decided to choose to become a person. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait to see how like I don't know why, but like I really get a feeling like for these type of games, like sort of like how with AI the Somnium Files or whatever, that like I feel like if you get down to it, like once you get to like past the twist, like there's an interpretation that like really you could just blame all of this on Battler somehow. This is all Battler's fault. He's just like I've been gone for 6 years. It's like, yeah, and you weren't here. What happened 6 years ago, Battler?
Oh my
Wait,
god.
isn't that the exact same time frame that AI the Somnium Files had? It was like a 6 year
Yes,
gap.
actually.
Son of a bitch! It's always
Wow.
6 years.
6 years is enough for shit to go down, I guess.
Okay, so definitely being like Battler is like hallucinating that he's in his own body, but really he's been walking around as Beatrice this whole time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's just been like hanging out in a Victorian dress, and everyone's just like cool with it.
The biggest bobby.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, whatever. You're Battler, fine. We didn't care about that guy too much, anyways. But no, I'm very much like, yeah, there's probably going to be something where it happened 6 years ago where, like, this may or may not be directly his fault in some way, shape, or form. That feels like the kind of twist that these kind of guys like. Because, like, I do feel like a couple parallels between this and, like, some Kodaka stuff and some, like, Ujikoshi stuff. You know?
Delicious flavoring.
Yes. Those days were like sweetly melting honey, but then I hadn't realized that they were the beginning of my day, beginning of days filled with a new kind of suffering. Taking a motorboat I had just been told about, I made my way to this eastlet. No, I couldn't possibly call it an eastlet. It'd really be more appropriate to call it a reef. It had a torii and a small shrine for the local deity. It was probably built to worship the guardian deity of Rokunjima. Even though I didn't know the exact meaning, I understood that it had a holy significance. Despite being in a place like this, I took just one more look around to see if there was anyone observing me. The only things that I could see were the stormy ocean, Nijima looming in the distance, and the waves breaking against Rokunjima's steep cliffside. I readied myself, timidly approached the small shrine, and took up the mirror that had been placed there. It was an old-looking mirror, dim and dirty. If it were an ordinary meal, this would probably give you a terribly bad impression of its value. Shannon, are you Beatrice?
My stomach.
What? Are you okay?
I saw that Discord picked up my stomach sounds.
Oh no! Oh, I thought that was a sound effect in the game. Okay. I forgot to change the title. I've been streaming. Oh no. Among Us is
Among Us
Jackbox is going crazy right now.
Bruh, change it.
I knew I forgot something. God damn it.
That's why nobody's here.
Oh, what is this, part 9?
Does Twitch send out another notification if you change the game?
Nope.
Bruh.
It's a weekend too, so probably people believe that it's Jackbox. I'm fucked up.
You want to just, like, go offline restart?
Yeah, I do kind of want to do that.
Okay. I mean, I know it's the weekend, so a lot of people probably are out right now. But I did find it a little suspicious that it's so quiet. No, I picked it up again.
I heard it this time. I heard it really clearly this time.
No.
I'm sorry. Anyways, we're restarting the stream real quick, guys. We'll be right back. Goodbye.